Hello again, everyone. Grateful to have yet another question here to answer. My name is Eileen Edwards with Keep Calm and Be Courageous Meditation and Wellness. And for those of you that have been following, I have been collecting questions that I can answer pretty quickly on video and sharing them onto my YouTube channel. And so a question that I got, and actually I've had this same question come up before, is that meditation teachers often encourage me to focus on my breath. They encourage me to go back to my breath. But my breath is something that is challenging for me to focus on. So is there anything else that I could do instead? So I first want to share that when I first started meditation, and the meditation teacher that I was following kept telling me to bring my attention back to my breath, I became very frustrated. I felt like the breath wasn't something that could bring me peace or ease, because it couldn't hold my attention. And I mentioned in one of my other videos that mental activity is very common. It's a human experience that we all have. And so when you first start meditation, that active thinking, we call a monkey mind, is going to be very common for us. And so focusing on my breath was challenging because of thoughts. But even when I realized that the thoughts were normal and that I could just bring my attention back to my breath, I still found the breath wasn't a very good anchor for me. I found that my attention kind of moved away from the breath very frequently. And so I went looking for other things that I could put my attention on, and luckily I found quite a few. And so people who meditate, teach meditation, teach mindfulness, will often use the word an anchor. And so the breath is actually used as an anchor in a meditation practice. It is something that can bring our attention back to our present moment, kind of like a ship. So a ship would kind of float away, but the anchor would keep it back at its resting spot. And so that's what an anchor does for us in meditation, the breath. It kind of brings us back to the present moment, holding us here in this space. Even if we kind of wander off, it'll just keep us held to this space. And so the reason why so many people use breath as an anchor is because the breath is always there for us. It's easily accessible to most. And so using the breath as an anchor is actually something that can really apply to nearly everyone. It's not something that you have to learn to use. You just can bring your awareness to the breath. It's also something that's happening within the body. And so it's bringing your attention to the body, which is something else that we talk about in meditation. But real quickly, I'll give you an example of a few other common anchors besides the breath, in case for some reason the breath doesn't work for you, which it doesn't for everyone. And so something else that you can use is actually the sounds of your present environment. So it could be the sound of a fan, or maybe the sound of the refrigerator. Paying attention to sounds that are in the distance, or even those that are close by. Just bringing your full awareness back to any sounds in your environment when you find that your thoughts kind of run away with you. Another good anchor is inner body awareness. And so when your thoughts kind of come take over, bringing your awareness back to sensations in the body. A lot of people like to use sensations in their hands or their feet. The sensations in those spaces are kind of easier to bring our awareness to. But you could really focus on sensations in any part of the body or even the whole body. Each time that your thoughts come barging back in, bringing your awareness back to the sensations in the body. It can really be anything that's part of your sensory experience. The breath is really good because it's always there. It's in motion. It's also within the body. But sensations in the body is another good one. Sounds in our environment is a good one. Some people even use like mindful seeing, so focusing on just one spot in the room that you're in. Honing your focus right on that spot, and every time your thoughts come in and you end up floating away with thought or even emotion, bring your awareness back to that spot. You do the same thing with the smells of your environment, or even certain emotions, bringing your full awareness to what you're feeling in the present moment. And honestly, you can even use thoughts. So if you're bringing your full awareness to your thoughts aren't a bad thing. They happen for all of us, but bringing your full attention to them. It's common that when we bring our full attention to something, that it becomes a little less active. Still pay attention to those thoughts as they arise. And so that is a few things that can be used as an anchor. Our breath, sounds in our environment, sensations in the body, being mindful of our emotions or even our thoughts. Just something to bring our full awareness to that's the present moment. I hope that helps. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.